This here is the Roku Ultra. Yeah, it's more expensive than the Roku Express 4K Plus that I typically recommend, but it's also more powerful and has more features. The Ultra sells for about $100. I got mine on sale for $70. So follow along and I'll help you set up your new Roku Ultra in about 5 minutes. You'll need everything in the box, plus access to the back of your TV set, a phone or computer to activate your Roku account, and the Wi-Fi password for your internet service. So let's get to work. First, open the box for your Roku Ultra. Inside, you'll find the Roku Ultra streaming player, a quick start guide, a remote with 2 batteries, an HDMI cable, power adapter, and headphones for private listening. You can set aside the remote and batteries for now. We'll begin by plugging one end of the HDMI cable into the Roku player. Then, plug the end of the power adapter into the back of the Roku player as well. Next, we'll need access to the back of your TV set. Look for the HDMI ports. There may be 2 or 3 of them. Now plug the other end of the HDMI cable into any HDMI port. It doesn't matter which one, just remember the one that you used. And after that, head to the power supply and plug the power adapter into an available outlet. Now that everything is connected, position your Roku player near your TV set. Next, you'll use your TV remote, not the Roku remote, to power on your TV set and then press the input or source button, usually right near the top. And you'll want to switch the source to the HDMI port that you used, like HDMI 1 or HDMI 2. Set down your TV remote and pick up the Roku remote and insert the batteries. You're going to use the Roku remote from this point forward. We've made it here to the on-screen instructions and you see select a language. Now I won't walk you through every single screen because Roku does a great job of that, but I do have a few important tips. First, get your Wi-Fi password handy. Roku's going to ask you to select a network and then enter your password using the on-screen keyboard. And if you don't remember it, contact your internet service provider. After your Wi-Fi is connected, a few other setup screens will display until you reach this one, the Roku activation screen. Now, whether you're a new or existing Roku user, enter your email address using the Roku remote and the on-screen keyboard. You'll need a phone or computer next. As the screen indicates, check your email for the Roku account activation link. It might have gone to your spam folder, check there too. Now, if this is your first time setting up a Roku, your instructions will be a little bit different compared to existing users. And one thing you'll have the option to do is create a 4-digit PIN. I recommend it. You'll also set up Roku Pay. It asks for payment information like a credit or debit card or even a PayPal account. Now this is legit. You won't be billed unless you make a purchase through Roku. But stick with me because this is an important note. I never make purchases through Roku. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just prefer to sign up for services directly with the providers so that I know where to go when I want to cancel, but I still have payment information on file with Roku. And in my years of using Roku devices, I've never been charged. Now for both new and existing Roku users, you'll set a location for your Roku and go through some personalization steps. For example, checking off any existing subscriptions that you have. And when you do this, those apps will be pre-installed on your home screen at launch. There's also a screen with free trial offers. Now I just scroll to the bottom and click continue since I get my free trials directly from the services, not through a third party like Roku. And after that, your setup is complete. You'll have the option to download the Roku Remote app, but that's not really necessary. The physical remote with the Ultra is great, and Roku's going to take a couple of minutes here to install the apps that you selected. Then you'll have a short video from Roku to help familiarize yourself with the remote. If you're just getting started, focus on the top of the remote. You've got the power button, back, home, as well as the keypad for up, down, left, right, and OK. Those are the buttons that I use most often, as well as the volume controls on the right side. One cool thing about the Roku Ultra is the Lost Remote Finder. There's a button right on your Roku device, and when you press it, it'll play a sound to help you find your remote fast. Now here's a look at your home screen. You're going to see all the apps that you selected during the sign-up process and some others too. If you ever want to add an app, and I'm sure you will, just go to Add Channels, Search Channels, and then type in the name of the app. Then just click Add Channel and enter a PIN if you created one. The great thing about Roku is how it gives you access to free content. From the home screen, select Featured Free to stream shows, movies, and live TV across various apps. Again, it's 100% free. So enjoy your new Roku Ultra, and if you got something out of today's tutorial, please like it and consider subscribing to my channel for more ways to save on streaming TV. I'll see you next time.